Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Today is April the 28th, and it's Tuesday. We've been in this month for 28 days. We'll have a new month on Friday, and we're in the year 2020. Let's look at our seasons. Our season of the year is spring. It may not feel like it, but we're in spring. Today it's cloudy outside. It might be raining on your side of town, and it's hot. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday, and tomorrow will be what? You guessed it, it'll be Wednesday. Thank you. Let's get ready to move over to meet with the teacher. And when we meet with the teacher, we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be focusing on our phonics, high frequency words, our reading comprehension, vocabulary, social studies, and math. For our phonics this week, we'll be talking about that E sound. We have double E and we have IE. And Ms. Brown's going to talk about that in our book real quickly. If you look at our book and we look at E, remember we already did A. Look at E. Double E makes the E sound like an eel and feed. And IE makes the sound of E as in chief and field. So I want you to remember that when you're being a word detective in your reading this week, okay? So those are our phonics. Now, let's move on to our high frequency words. Remember, our high frequency words for kindergarten are in red, and our high frequency words for first grade are in blue. Let's get started. Ms. Brown is going to point to the word, say the word, and then you're going to spell it, and then we're going to say it together. Are you ready? Am. Am. Out. Out. We. Very good, kindergarten. Now, first grade, it's your turn. Yours is a little bit more challenging. However, some of these words can still be found on our kindergarten list. Let's go. First word, her. Her. Our next word, why. Why. And our last word, your. Your. Very good, boys and girls. I need you to write me sentences using those high frequency words to get you some grades, okay? Our reading comprehension of the week will be making emphasis and using evidence to support our understanding of the text. So when we do that, boys and girls, we're trying to read between the lines, using background knowledge and something that we already know and learning something new to be able to understand what the author is saying. He won't directly say it, but he'll give you an example like the white lines layered the sky. So what do you know that's white in the sky? Clouds. Very good. Let's look at our vocabulary. Because this week in our vocabulary, we're going to be dealing with the color words. White, red, yellow, blue, orange, green, and purple. And our book for the week is called Mouse Paint. It's by Ellen Stahl Walsh. And you're going to be listening to it by Miss Clark's Reading Corner. When you go to YouTube, go to Miss Clark's Reading Corner to listen to the story. She does a fantastic job. And I want you to be able to tell me what happened in this story and what was interesting. Yes, we see more than one mouse, and so it's called mice, M-I-C-E. But one mouse is just that singular form, okay? So remember that. Also, in social studies, I want you to draw me pictures of being a good citizen around your house. What makes a good citizen? Well, one thing that makes a good citizen is everybody's wearing their mask when they go out into the community this week. So please remember that, okay? For our math, boys and girls, it's going to get real fun. You're going to be talking about, instead of addition, you're going to be talking about subtraction. But I have one thing that I want to share with you when we get over to math. Boys and girls, when we're talking about a story, these things will help you. Where and when does the story take place? Who are the main characters in the story? What is one of the main characters like? Who is your favorite character and why? Which picture in the book do you like best and why? These things will help you with your reading. Does everybody understand? Good. Let's go over to our math. Boys and girls, I am so happy to be back with math. So let's talk about subtraction. Subtraction can be fun, and Ms. Brown is trying to make it fun by using dominoes. As you see, there are 9 dots on this domino, and there are 4 dots on this domino. If you look, Ms. Brown has started by putting a line under the main number. That's the number that we're going to take something away from. Remember, difference means to take away. It subtract. It means a minus sign is there. The 4 is the number that we're going to take away from this number. So let's look at the word problem. Bob has 9 apples. He gave 4 apples to his brother. How many apples does Bob have left? Well, we did the equation. 9 minus 4 equals 5. Bob has 5 apples left. Remember, when you're subtracting, boys and girls, you're counting backwards. So we start at 9. We take away 4 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we look right here, our answer is 5, because we don't have to reinvent it. We just know that if we put a number in each of our circles, that the number is going to be 5. Does everybody understand? Good job. Now, first grade, let's go on to your assignment. Yours is a little bit more challenging, but it's still on the same wavelength. We're still working with word problems with subtraction. What are we working on? Word problems with subtraction. So we have this domino, and it has 11 dots. We underlined 11 because the number that we're going to take away from. We circled the minus sign because that tells us what we're going to do. That's the process that we're doing. Minus means the difference or subtraction, taking things away. The 6 in a box means that's how many we're going to take away from this original number. So let's look at the word problem. Mike has 11 markers. His sister needed to borrow 6. How many markers does Mike have left? Here's our equation. 11 minus 6 equals 5. Mike has 5 markers left. His name is Mike, okay? So let's look at this. Remember what Ms. Brown said the strategy was? Underline the first number, box the second number, because that's the number you're going to take away from what? The original number, correct. When we're doing subtraction, we count backwards. So if we were on a number line, we always count backwards. So we're going to count backwards 6 spaces. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what's our answer? You're correct. It's 5. Does everybody understand? I expect to see some great work from this, okay? So let's do a quick review. Ms. Brown been telling everybody to learn how to count by what? To learn how to count by 5s and 10s. So if we look at this group, what do you see going on? I'll give you a minute to think. You're absolutely right. We see sets or groups of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that's great. So we have this on the side to let us know what the numbers are. Does it matter which way these numbers go? No, it does not. Ms. Brown's going to show you something real quickly. If I take my board and I move it around, instead of being vertical, now it's horizontal, does it make a difference? No, we still see a pattern. Instead of being yellow first, now it's red. Red, yellow, blue. Red, yellow. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. And we have the answers right here. Boys and girls, this week we'll be talking about making inferences and using evidence, text evidence, to help us figure it out. Social studies, you're going to be being a good citizen. Draw me some pictures about that. And with your math, we're doing word problems. Word problems we're going to be doing with subtraction this week. And don't forget about your phonics and your high frequency words. That's it for now, and I'll see you on Thursday.